All right, it is Friday, January 31st, 2025. I'm here at the Fairplex in Pomona for Grand National Roadster Show. It is the 75th anniversary of this one. You know we cover it every year. You know it's a big one for the channel. You know the stuff you're going to see. It's going to be the most amazing hot rods and customs, muscle cars, lowriders, classics, and stuff that you'll see anywhere at any show. And it's always the one I look forward to every single year, and I'm sure you do as well. So we're going to go get started right now. We are going to start, as we usually do, with the contenders for America's Most Beautiful Roadster. We have this 31 Ford Roadster Mirage. I'm guessing he's out of Texas, just a guess. Flathead powered, very traditional. I always say this show is definitely a marathon for me. I'm usually here all day to get you today's footage, and I'll be here tomorrow for the Granddaddy drive-in outside. Bringing you those cars that show up.
I'll give you the money.
It's always been a tradition. In fact, this was the first thing that ever blew up on my channel was the 2020 Grand National Roadster Show video. Yeah, Roadster pickup. Next week, if you wonder what we're doing, we are off to Coachella Valley, out to Indian Wells, for the Dr. George show. I've been covering that one this will be the third year I'm covering that one. A2 Ford Roadster pickup. So, also check the tentative list, let you know I'm planning on hitting in the near future. All right, so the tentative list will be in the comment section shortly after the video post. As always, I did add a few events to it since the last video as well. I usually look up dates of shows that I filmed in the past and see what day they're landing on. A 32 Roadster. Again, one of the contenders for the big award. Also, they have the Slonaker award cars are in another building, so we'll get to that as well. It's called Tony's Tiger. And they do not announce the winner until Sunday, so it's always after the video post. 36 Ford. This one's getting all the attention.
Yeah, you gotta see it. Now, I see it. You can't see it, so that was the whole idea. You gotta see it.
It's a Y block 312.
And it's really successful, I think.
This one's built by Bad Rides by Troy. I don't think the video is going to do this one really justice in catching all the detail on it. This thing is just fantastic. Ford, another contender. 23 Model T bucket. It's a recreation of a show car from the 70s. A couple of the roadsters they built at the show. So these aren't contenders. There will be more contenders in the video though. 32 Ford Roadster built at the 1990 Grand National Roadster Show when it was in Oakland. I actually did go one year when it was in Oakland when I was in the Navy back in the mid-90s. Probably 94, 95 I would say. The builder rods. This one's from the 2009 Grand National Roadster Show that they built at the show. Also, the day after next Sunday, we're doing Long Beach swap meet, I should say. It's the day after the Dr. George show. And this 69 Camaro they built last year's show, the 2024 show. Coming up later in the month, we're back in Coachella Valley for the McCormick's car auction. The next Pomona swap meet is March 2nd. I can't remember what else is on the tentative list. I will say I am looking at possibly flying out of town for a show. It's not set in stone yet, so I don't want to announce it yet. We'll see how this video does. One of the contenders is called the Qualifier. Phaeton, my contenders, blown flathead. So these are like the best of the best of the best. Single overhead cam, 427 in this Roadster. A lot of motor. One's called Final. One of the blown Hemi. 32 Roadster. The 36 Ford Phaeton. It's called Fireball. Head with 2 carbs. Again, this is one of your contenders for America's Most Beautiful Roadster. I would say Friday is photography, videography day here. So everyone's got their cameras out because it's the best day to get, hopefully, clear shots of everything. All right, so that was the contenders for the award. Obviously, this is not a contender for the America's Most Beautiful Roadster, since it's not a Roadster. It was a Willys truck. And we're going to do the other vehicles in this haul. This 55 Chevy.
How are you?
How you doing? So the crowds are definitely filtering in. Friday's the best day to come if you can do it. Got a big block. Very nice Porsche 356. So I'm debating, I may enter a car, bring a car up for the cruising tomorrow. I don't know yet, or I may just be doing what I did today, which is buying a ticket, walking through the gate. Beautiful Packard. '69 Camaro. I'm still trying to work out April, like if I'm gonna go to the Good Guys events, which ones. I'm probably gonna wind up doing Scottsdale because there's nothing else that weekend, but as you know, that's like the hardest one for me to film due to the music. Very interesting look on the Chevy pickup. I'm gonna probably do Pleasanton, and of course San Diego I'll do. In May, of course, we have the Cruising Nationals in Santa Maria coming up as well. I already have my hotel room booked for that one. Lots of amazing stuff coming up in 2025. All right, so LA Roadsters, their show's coming up Father's Day weekend in June. We will be there. We'll do the swap meet on Friday and the show on Saturday. That's how that works. Which is the best way to do that show. The Twisted 67 GTO. '69 Camaro. I believe the Slonaker Award cars are in the next hall, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the big hall, if you know Pomona. '71 Plymouth Cuda.
That's one thing.
Also, the Mopar show, the Spring Fling, has moved to the first weekend in May. I'll be covering it on the Sunday this year, as the Saturday falls on Riverside Show and Go. So a little bit of a scheduling change from previous years. Eleanor Mustang from the, I'm not sure if it's one, I don't think it's one of the ones from the actual movie, or there'd be a sign up saying it was. From the Nicolas Cage remake of Gone in 60 Seconds. I know someone's going to mention it, but yeah, I don't believe they had a Boss engine in the ones from the movie. the Mustang, that is. And a Chrysler 300, the 59. We've seen this car before at the various Good Guys meets. We'll bring it to you again. I just love the forward look Mopars, the Virgil Exner years. Also, I should announce, yeah, the Turlock video did really well, so that will be our thing in January, as long as it doesn't go back to overlapping with this show like it used to years ago. I got Mustang 2 drag car. If you like vintage drag race vehicles, check out the Nitro Revival video I did. I know Don Nicholson's 76 Ford Mustang 2 Pro Stock car. sedan. Come around here, we got a try to bring as much. Oh, it's somebody's birthday. My sister's birthday on Sunday, so that's what I'll be doing that day. Spending time with family. There's the Medusa. Got the snake detail. Steering linkages. About a 60 Edsel convertible. Never thought I'd see one of these like this. I have owned 260 Edsels in the past. I had a two-door hardtop, which is like the Starliner roof, and a two-door sedan. I started as a two-door sedan, it says, not an actual convertible. They only made 76 of the real convertible 60 Edsels, if you don't know. So I had one of these. I had a two-door sedan. But I also had the two hardtop, which I made 295 of. So I even customized the taillights, just kind of inset them. Very interesting. I still have like extra parts. I still have like the side trim for my car from the two-door sedan. Fully customized 1960 Edsel. 1926 Panhard Razor remake, it says. If you like Edsels, I did film the Edsel Club National meet last year. And it was well over 100 degrees that day, and it also had an earthquake while I was at the event. So that was an interesting day, to say the least. I'll let you take this one in. A 59 Corvette. As close to the interior as possible. Yeah, they did the dash. A 1957 Buick. This is the Brizio booth. The split three-piece rear window. That was 32 coupe. I always have to mention on indoor shows, the lighting can be goofy, so I do apologize for that. 1935 Midget race car. Ford F-100.
It's not like this is. You know what? This steering wheel goes forward.
The Canberra Speed Shop booth. So they built a few vans that we've seen on the channel at the various van meets. And also the Grand National Truck Show. I don't know if they're doing that again this year or not.
It's sausage and biscuits, I'm correct.
Last year it took them a while to finally announce a date and whatnot. The little 51 Mercury. 55. Let you take that in. I always see this got the angled the pillar on it. Two-door sedan. Schwinn Stingray bicycle. It's Oldsmobile. 1950. Yeah, coupe. The Race Street Garage booth.
Steve, that they were just using. It's
Let's walk around here. Not sure the lighting's going to come across on a car that's painted black. The Hot Rods by Dean booth. Start with this Chevy C10.
no, he said he called. Yeah.
A 1965 Volvo Amazon gasser with a Hemi and a blower. This car was safe before they even added the roll cage. Got the louvers. Those tires stick out just a little bit. Got a Roadster. There's the Double Z Hot Rods booth. You like to say what booth it is if it's easy to find. A 55 Chev. 57 here. Make the clip longer. Is the Elegance Auto Interiors booth. Chopped 56 F100. Again, the dark, shiny cars with the lights might mess up the camera, so I do give that warning. 1968 Ford Mustang. Fastback with a 302. This is the Ron Jones Garage booth. Porsche Speedster. No, oh, sorry, no Sportster. We'll keep the thing going though. '59 Porsche. '68 Dodge Charger. They did the wheels to look like the old Dodge wheel covers. Shot going. We got a 33 Willys coupe. Got a blower. The South City Rod and Custom booth. This is the Pure Vision booth. That's Tommaso Pantera. But I'm glad I got in earlier to get the contenders, because there are crowds around all the cars. Italian Ford powered supercar. There we go. A 69 Camaro. This one was at SEMA. Let's face it, SEMA's like a blur after I got there and filmed it. It's all blackout. '61 Chev. Called Timeless. Impala Super Sport. Guy's looking for his keys under the seat. GNRS, I guess, built this Dodge van. Not seen this one around. Check out the Honda SL 125. This is the Mattel booth. Kind of reminds me of like Maximum Overdrive or something. Oh, that was a clown face though. But I'm guessing they must have made a Hot Wheels of this as well. Check out the shifter. It's like a spine. This one's called the Bone Shaker.
Also, check out SEMA Plus, where you can join an exclusive club.
America's Most Beautiful Motorcycle expression built by Chip Poose. There you go, the 1940 Ford pickup. This one won the first Grand National Truck Show that was here. I remember it was in the thumbnail. I've seen this at various shows since.
Front fender's all nice, brown.
Beautiful, beautiful truck.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did film the first two Grand National Truck shows here at the CW Moss booth. I bought a bunch of parts of them for my 40 that I still don't have installed. So, I got parts for all these early Ford vehicles. This is the Museum of American
You don't get to
Speed
experience that very often, so it's always a huge hit.
booth.
Yeah, you've got sort of
The Ivo
So, yeah, that
dragster with a nail head. '34 coupe. Flathead with a blower. Brakes on that one. TMI interior booth is a '69 Chevelle Super Sport 396.
It's not for guys like him. I have nothing to shoot.
Time capsule is a 1969 F100. Bump side. We'll just go past the post, even though I usually don't.
You always still an Oxford kid. I think that truck
Good look. '34 Ford coupe.
Yeah.
like a 3410.
Very much looking like a vintage build. So it looks like straight out of a magazine from many years ago. There's the Hemi. 6 carburetors. The Rotters Journal booth. Got the Samurai Hemi powered dragster. It's 32 Roadster. 32 coupe. This one's Olds powered. 4 carburetor setup. Precision Designs Mustang. Yeah, 55 Nomad. This is the Bronze Hot Rods booth. Check it out, bare metal 55 Nomad. In progress. We got another C cab T. He's got the Windsor power.
And then I built a
Panel there. It's called the Redondo Delivery. Speed Shop booth has a 67 Camaro. The American Hot Rod Foundation booth. Looks like a barn find to me. That's how they used to race them. There we go. Olds powered Ford two-door. This is the National Street Rod Association booth. We did their show in Bakersfield, not last year, but the year before that. It's actually a nice little trip. This 34 is part of the Squeaks Customs booth. It's got a Y block out of a T-Bird. Two carb setup. Mackey's Hot Rods booth, the 59 El Camino. Lots of lights bouncing off this one. 37 Lincoln Zephyr. The 12-cylinder flathead. A couple of years ago, they had an entire, like half of, like a big line of just Zephyrs in one of the rooms. I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
5-window coupe. One's the Hot Rods and Hobbies booth. Model A Woody. A drag boat painted in Gulf livery. The Kotati booth. That's what that says. in mind we're still in the first hall. The Hot Rod Chadwick Speedsters booth. You've seen this one around at various shows. The Buick. Buick 1933 Indy car. The Model A 1930. The Stones Metal Shop. It's a 1967 Ferrari. It's been to the coil, so wow. Treat to see that. This is the Good Guys booth. We were just talking about them a few ago. I think I'm definitely going to do Del Mar, most likely Pleasanton. I'm probably going to wind up doing Scottsdale. I don't know. We'll see. So that's a very difficult one for me to get out to as well as film. Got this 56 Nomad. The Steve's Auto Restorations Inc. booth. Almost like custom wood light headlights, but shaped into the grill shape. And I apologize about the fluorescent lights on the dark paint, but not much I can really do about it. Like a 62 Pontiac 421 Super Duty. There's the Grand Prix with the 4-speed. Very nice Pontiac. A Sunbeam Tiger. Of course, they are Ford powered. This is the Saltworks booth. Check out this Divco. It's like a school bus in progress. Look at all the metal work on this. This one is tiny. 8-ball 33. Still got a Chevy V8 in it.
This particular car,
this thing is tiny. That's all I can really say about it. So look at the engine and look at the car. You kind of, I don't know if the proportions are going to come through in the video. 51 Merc tilt front end. I don't know if the paint's going to come through, but it's pretty wild in person. This one's the Mercurus GTC Space Racer. That's what it's called.
I know.
This thing is wild. Okay, we're in Hall 6 now. So it does have the Slonaker Awards cars, so we'll get those here in a minute. Get the Bentley here. Oh, this is Gary Wills' car. Been in with his various cars over the years. Jaguar E-Type, the XKE. I try to film these in somewhat of an order since there's a hall behind this hall that is open for the show as well. This Ford F-100 is one of the Slonaker Award contenders. As I mentioned earlier, the awards are announced on Sunday, so after the video has posted. So I do not know who wins the awards yet. Way I describe this one, it's heavily modified. Get to the bed there with the wood. This is Arabella, it's a 1933 Pontiac. Again, one of the contenders for the Slonaker Award. They actually have a stock version for comparison, so we'll bring you that here in a minute. There's a stock version for comparison. Similar to the one year they had the 60 Buick that won, and then they had a stock 60 Buick sitting next to it. So much like they just pulled it out of the field. Contender. It's a GMC powered coupe.
That's it, Whitehead or Howard there. I can't see it.
A 1938 Chevy Canopy. This one's they used to use for selling groceries and things out of the back. Got the hydraulic pumps. Take a look here. How about a 1935 International truck. It's one of the contenders. Got that hood ornament. So that is incredible.
Yeah.
That's for tractor pulling. He's out of British Columbia, Canada. Yeah, 1963
I was telling her about
Ford
the wide. I
Fairlane.
don't like what I do, but it all depends on the wide.
Much like a Thunderbolt. Old Beans machine. They covering in here. Exhaust exiting behind the doors. Another contender, we got the Volkswagen Thing. Well, this guy, we're with the guy that's on the phone. I don't know what it is with people that walk up to show cars and then just make a long phone call. While everyone else is trying to look at it or photograph it. But it happens. Anyone's ever tried to photograph or video a show knows what I'm talking about. 32 Ford. One of the contenders. As you can see, the engine turned metal there on the dash. Yeah, 6 in a row. We got a coupe. Very traditional. Like something out of like an old, let's see, one of the old magazines. So this one's actually called the Ardun Killer. I'm trying to avoid somebody's doing their own little shoot with the builder. There we got another contender, it's a Di Tommaso Pantera.
I think steering wheel pressure.
Come around, a lot of the crowds are really rolling in now. One of the nicest Panteras I've ever seen. Chevy Coupe. I believe this is the last of the Slonaker contender cars.
I can't ever see myself like driving.
72 GMC C1500. supercharger on it.
And I know how hard that drive is. I've done just the drive alone.
Show the panels in the back there.
I think they, yeah, I agree.
So this is like a little truck area here. 72 Bronco. We got a Ford F-100 unibody. Nightmare. Very super. C15 GMC pickup.
Guys, take the 3 Max, please. You have one? I'll mail it to you.
Yeah, that Jeep. 1949 Willys Jeep. Got a square body pickup. C10 75. Lucille 10 it says. '52 Chevy pickup. Have to go back and pick up the, speaking of pickup, so I gotta go pick up the vehicles that I didn't get earlier in this building, and then so I wanted to get all the Slonaker cars in order, not bounce around too much.
Stickers or the holes?
There's roadsters from the Lions Museum. The Carrillo Customs booth here. Got this coupe with a flat head. The ABS fabrication booth. The Apex leather booth. I'm guessing it has a leather interior. Oh, it does. Good guess. Ford F-100. This is the Mix Paint booth, not MIX, but MICKS paint. The Jaguar. They say my dad knew everything about these, and I'm not as well versed on them. This one's the XK140. 1957 Ford Tudor Ranch wagon. The Evod Industries booth. 67 Chevy Corvette. What's going on there? The Brizio Instant Tea. Bucket. We are now in Hall 5. So there's actually, I think, 4 more halls after this one. 32 Ford Roadster. And tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow's when we'll do the outside stuff. Since that's the big day for the Granddaddy drive-ins on Saturday. And that will be a separate video, I should mention as well. 32 Ford pickup. I'll tell you what, they got the heat cranked up in this hall. It's actually been quite chilly for Southern California, I should say, lately. A 1962 Impala Super Sport convertible. This one was built by Old Anvil Speed Shop. Sure how they did the lip on the back there. This one's Bewitched, a 62 LeSabre. Yeah, they did the single headlight treatment. Of course, those had the quad headlights originally, 62. Got the ventiports that light up. Yes, that's what those are called. Just a paint on the top. Mercury. Look at the upholstery on this. It's got little stars in it. It's going to come through in the video. Goes up onto the rear deck there. Custom 56 Chevy with a Hemi. Early Hemi, 6 carbs.
You say when it was done?
Had the swivel seats. This thing is wild. Show the antennas.
But I mean, I would imagine, I don't know, anybody
Back here. '54 Chevy. Okay, I'll redo the 1950 Lincoln.
Yeah, I heard that.
Square body, short bed.
I just come get it from the trailer and take it, drop it off.
Chevy. The Jade Revival. Got a 59 Pontiac Camino, I guess. So I got the large wheels made to look like 8 lugs. It's called the War Machine 48 Aero Sedan. Got a Merc Custom. The pearl's going to come out in the video. So it's called Angel Baby. This is the APS Muscle Cars booth, I believe. Yeah, a Buick Grand National. It's got the GNRS vents there. Black Gold Texas T. There you go, 1941 Cadillac Coupe. Got a custom 59 Buick. This is a wild one. This 55.
Okay, this is the way I want to get out of the car.
Got a Porsche. It's a 53 Porsche. That's an all white. It says pure. All white Ford Bronco. It's got the whole display is all white, and then you got matching jackets. How does that work? Never seen anybody selling matching jackets to their car. Look at that, there's all matching jackets. Okay. Oh, they got the t-shirts too. I've seen t-shirts, but I don't think I've ever seen people selling jackets of their car. And they got the luggage too. Matching luggage. 1959 Pontiac Catalina station wagon. Sure high power, according to the fender. Got the roof rack. Yes, I think, no, they're not towing the boat with that, but it sort of matches. 59 Shiada wood deck, that's what it says it is. Sure, I'm not a boat person. The Mustang Fastback 65.
Yeah, the cutouts we had to put on it.
A Continental. Lincoln.
Max? Not wood, not wood.
It doesn't.
Me too.
Circus, this is the Deluxe Wheel Company booth. Custom Ford F1. It's called Lit Up. Got that chop.
That's why when I told him if we build it,
Chevy here, 37 Chevy Coupe. Here's a 1960 Chevy Impala. '62 convertible Impala.
Literally got finished maybe a week ago. But it's a
Chevy Coupe. Look up when they're doing the Bomb Club show at Santa Anita this year. They're a great one. I like the little cover. I'm still working the calendar out for 2025. Continuously evolving. We'll take all this in.
I'll show you this can compare to the small patties.
1940 Cadillac. The Speedmaster booth, Roadster. 34 Ford Coupe with no fenders. Small block Chevy. Show that chop on that.
Just bring the whole bag out then. I don't want to keep putting it in and out of the car.
One is the Livewire 31 Model A. Cadillac power. 4-carb manifold. Plymouth Plaza pure sedan. I've seen this Mercury Custom at I don't know how many shows here in Southern California over the years. Quite a few.
That's crazy. Is this an office?
Got the full tint on that one. Tint. That's what I meant to say. I'm not changing it. I got a good shot finally. Wait for some guy to get off the phone. I literally, seriously, next time you go to a car show, see how many people walk up to a car, get on the phone and make a phone call. Like, not taking pictures of the car, and we'll just stand there and like talk on the phone, not even really look at the car. 60 Buick flat top. It's like the weirdest phenomenon. Yeah, they'll start texting. Evil Knievel van. I've seen this one before. Got the full setup. Of course, I always mention I stole my lunchbox when I was a kid. So you got all the Evil Knievel memorabilia. The stunt cycle, I had that when I was a kid, and I had the drag car as well when you wound up a couple of years ago. A 59 Impala. It's Las Vegas theme. It's got Ray Liotta and James Gandolfini on there. Coupe, customized. It's got a DeSoto Hemi in it, looks like. The Lincoln roll covers. Got a Mercury. Lincoln Zephyr street rod. Let me break this. Got 50 Mercury. Yeah, I'll bring the other side of the 59 Impala now. It's the same one we saw earlier. I wasn't gonna like jump over to continue the shop. I have to go all the way around. Harley with the El Camino.
Seville has it's funny, the Seville
64. 10, 1965. And I believe after this one, we are off to the next hall. We have 4 more halls left after this one. Yeah, blown 58 Corvette in pink. I remember this one from the magazines and also seeing it at shows many years ago. Let's say like late 80s, early 90s even. Mercury Comet. So you make it do a burnout, just put a bunch of cotton in there, you go. That works great. Let's get the 427. Overhead cam. Yeah, 55. It's got all the airbrushed patina. It's got Scooby-Doo. Where are you? There he is. There, I got a Nova. There's a Kaiser Henry J. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to enter one of my cars tomorrow or just come out here and go through the spectator gate early again. I probably won't decide till morning, knowing myself. It is nice to have all my stuff with me. I brought a backpack today, which I usually don't do. So I know I wanted to pack my own lunch. Camaro 69 Z28, 33 Plymouth coupe. The big block Mopar. I hope things are returning to normal so I can work on my 67 Plymouth with a big block pretty soon. I think I mentioned earlier in the video, my kid finally went back to school yesterday. They finally reopened the Pasadena schools yesterday, over 3 weeks after the fires. Fortunately, my home was spared. I was a little under a mile from the, I'm sorry, I should say I was a little under a mile. It was that close. Very scary stuff. And yes, I did evacuate. There's Bronco. Just gonna go through. I think we're at the point where we're just gonna have to go through the crowds as much as we can. Just let us smile away.
So this car,
Just gonna let you take that in. What a cool roadster. Okay, 61 Chevy.
Cleveland in it, C6. Burn it off. Carry on.
Vega.
Catching up?
No.
Magnum Force. Remember that movie? Dirty Harry?
Play with the dog.
That was a good one.
Play with the
4T Charger. He's got a Hemi. A Corvair ramp side pickup. Still something extra going on. It's a 421 Pontiac with a blower.
Yeah.
This originally came with a air-cooled 6 from the factory. Camaro. Another Vega.
Yeah, I seen it back there. Yeah, you just.
Some lower roadster on 58. Impala.
This is a 58 with a
59 convertible. Cruiser skirts in the Continental kit. Accessory in there. I believe they're not doing the Long Beach Lowrider show. They moved it since a fuel injected
Original
car.
fuel injection.
It's kind of rare in Impala. They're not going to do the Long Beach one. I believe they're moving it to San Diego. So I don't know if I'm going to go down there for that or not. I know they moved the date as well. 58 convertible. '64. '55 Bel Air convertible.
It was?
Riviera. This guy's got all the bright LEDs. Yeah, 64 on a turntable. Vintage drag boats. So we'll do the drag boats and then get you this aisle. We'll zigzag it. So it's gonna be like drag boats and Impalas basically.
That's cool. They should on. No, well, that's the issue. Yeah.
Yeah, the captain's
Got 58.
they just go for it.
We'll just keep the camera going. 62.
That's okay. No problem. Excuse me here, bud.
63 with a sunroof. I have a buddy of mine up in Fresno. He pulls all the sunroofs out of the Lincolns when they come in the 70s, and all the Impala guys buy them. So a lot of times when you see these, they're actually out of like 70s, like Lincoln Mark 5s. And They make them work on Impalas. This one's a 66 Hallett boat. I don't know anything about boats. I know they float. This one's called the Twilight Zone. I probably know more about the Twilight Zone than I know about boats, but it's okay. Rumor has it Rod Serling did not own this boat. So watch, I'm wrong.
But Eliminator's still big.
A little more drag boats for you. There you go. Very nice boat. Lots of wood. And it's made in Gardena. So, yeah.
That's a real similar boat.
More drag boats, please. Okay. Got a big block. We'll go through these. The E-ticket. Yeah, I bet. Never ridden one of these, but I'm sure it's quite fun. A Lamborghini boat.
It's got Jeep green on it. Oh, this thing. I thought it was.
Yep, it's got a Lamborghini engine in it. It's got that metal flake. Ooh, metal flake. This one's called Porky Pig. This one's from the UK. E12 Hot Rod. 2-bucket. I should take that in. Ooh, it's nice by the door. I got the heat crank inside this building. T-bucket. One of the more wild drag boats right here. This was a 1973 Mandela long deck marathon boat. Brown sugar.
They lived in Magnet Bar. Now you live in
We'll just have to go around the people from now on because I think there's just a lot of people now. You don't know if you come on Saturday, like it's wall-to-wall people. There's no point in filming the indoor stuff, that is. I believe I've mentioned that in other Grand National videos.
Yeah, just push it.
It's over in the aquarium, whatever it is.
I shared a picture of that.
Come around here. Got a 5-window coupe. I think there's one more little row of like drag boats. Yeah, we're just gonna come around people. There's no other way around it at this point. Might as well be here all day. That's why I always ask them for a press pass and if I can get in early, and they always did. Well, they did a few years ago at least. Got a 58.
Check this out too, guys.
Painting on constructing on the windows.
Heartbreaker. More of these drag boats, the bee's knees. See all that metal flake. There you go, skiing. It's called the Honcho. a 1950 Ford. It's got a Y block in it. Custom. Some of the motorcycles. Harley Davidson. This Indian bicycle. It's got enough room for 3 Coronas, a microphone, and an antenna.
If you're okay, just because you're okay.
1981 Harley. If you like the Harley choppers, check out the Paradise Road Show I filmed in Palm Springs a couple weeks ago. Lots of amazing choppers. There was also a lot of cars at that show as well. It's mainly a motorcycle show, but it's old school chopper stuff that was built many years ago or made to look like it was. Now, I'll come around on the other aisle, we'll see some of the Triumphs that are over there that I can see from here. So if they got a Whizzer or maybe something else. Lowrider 53 Chevy pickup.
It's almost 2.
Beautiful Riviera. There's a Riviera Grand Sport. You see the Grand Sport Rivieras very often. Still has the nail head. Started out as a 1975 Honda 550. It's like a 554 CB. What it started out as. And wow. Let's just say it's heavily modified. Not sure how that wiring diagram goes, but good luck with that. I used to have a 554 75. Got the Whizzers. 49 Whizzer, and this was a 48. That Triumph Bonneville 77. 64 Triumph TR6. This was a 70 TR6. 72 Daytona T100R.
Hey, Travis.
81 Custom Sportster. 32 Ford 2-door sedan. Powered Roadster. Show that tread. There we got a Plymouth Roadrunner 46 pack. '68 Barracuda. So he's got a modern Hemi. All right, come over here now. There you go, Dr. George Car Show. That's where I'll be next week. That was another walk fest. I mean, that's usually one of my this and that are usually my 2 longest videos of the year. Yeah, with the air grabber on the 440. Get the 4-speed.
This quarter mile and 2.
All right, we made it to Hall 7. So we got this one, Hall 9, and the Suede Palace after this one. I think Hall 9's is where they do all the special exhibition stuff, like whatever the theme is. Which I believe this year's past winners. I believe from what I understand. Nice GMC K2500. Camper, custom camper, four-wheel drive. Check that out. Roadster. I'll start going around people. Otherwise the video won't get shot. We'll come around, bring you to the front side of that car here after we get on that side. Caravan hold on a flathead. 1960 Corvette. One thing I do know, but I don't want to be here too late. In previous years, when it ended at 8 o'clock, after about 6:30 or so, the crowds would thin out. So I'm not sure if it's going to be the same. Now they've moved up the time on Friday 2 hours. So they did the hidden gas filler on this one under the taillight. Yeah, of course, this is the flat out rides booth here. And a C10 pickup. Ford 5-window coupe. A Model A two-door. The other side of that car we saw earlier. Roadster. So we'll also be out here for LA Roadsters in June, as I said earlier. Father's Day weekend. Too cute little flathead. T1 Corvette, 72 model. Window coupe. We're really filling up with spectators now. With the Windsor power. There's the Ford Roadster with matching trailer. I think after this we do, I'm going to check the Suede Palace. If there's a band, it's better for me to film in there when there's a band, since they tend to play like recorded rockabilly music in there. With a band, I'm less likely to get flagged for music. If not, I will film the Building 9 next, and then go back to Suede Palace last and see if there's a band then. I knew they have bands in there throughout the day. 58 Vet. try to get this one low because it has a neon sign in the back seat that says something you can't have on YouTube. So. A 32 Ford with a Y block with the supercharger. It is a Mercury Cougar with a Boss.
Boss motor.
It's got the Mustang fastback. Alright, so it's a cross between a Mustang and a Cougar, which are built on the same platform. Of course, the Cougar was slightly longer than the Mustang. 29 Ford Roadster. A Studebaker Avanti. The manual transmission, yes, it has the supercharger. There you go. Got an Anglia English Ford.
Australia, the smaller the car, the bigger the car.
Chevy Coupe. We're going to actually bring the interior on. '69 GTO. We're going to go racing. GT51, the Wicked Shoebox, what it says.
Oh, it's a
A Lincoln V8 in there. It's like out of a, it's from a Mark II. Model A.
I think it's super nice. I think it's gorgeous.
A '69 Chevelle Malibu.
But the car color was mistake in the pictures.
A '70 Chevelle and completely blacked out. '66 Galaxy. GTO 66 with 3 2-barrel carburetors on a 389. He's got the Hurst Chisholm Her shifter. Something a little bit different, a '74 Pinto Squire.
We got to.
Pinto station wagon. Ford Roadster, Chevy Power. A Buick GS Stage 1, 1970, with a 4-speed. '68 Camaro. It's got the full light show going on. A Chevy C10 short bed, original orange. It's been clear coated over.
Your wheels on?
I had one very similar to that many years ago. A custom Lincoln Mark 8. It's called Sapphire. It's a 96 model. Looks like they chopped it too. Have you ever seen a Lincoln Mark 8 that looks like that? 1960 Ford Sunliner. It says Slamliner on the plate. Actually had two of these many years ago. I had one with a 352 with a 3 on the tree and a Sunliner, which is kind of weird. An unusual car. Riviera. A 1956 Mercury convertible. Montclair. Very nice example. For Ford. It's a right-hand drive. Looks like he's out of. It was built in New Zealand. The guy's out of San Marcos, California that brought it here. Got it. That's why he's got the kiwi birds. Like a 61 Corvette. Camaro. '47 Cadillac. An Alfa Romeo. I know we've seen this. We saw this at Good Guys or one of those. I think that's where we saw this. 38 Alfa Romeo. That's something usually you see hot rodded. 47 Ford. It's got the 5.0 motor. Kaiser Darren. The doors that slide into the fender there. Before Kaiser Darren. '67 Mustang. Started out as a 57 Dodge pickup. Look, it's got like quarter panels off like a 55 Plymouth. Plymouth. Eddie's on it. Going to the Eddie Motorsports booth at Nova. A 55 Chevy. It's got a 67 to 69, 427, 435 horse big block. Mopar guys, we got a 426 with the cross rams. Dodge Polara. We got a Ram Charger 426. For Ford Woody. The Ron Mangus booth. I believe this is, we have two more buildings after this. We'll see which one we're doing next. All right, so we're in the feature hall. This is where they have the vehicles that won the America's Most Beautiful Roadster, as well as the Slonaker Award. Lots of stuff you've seen in magazines, and we're going to go through it right now. And some of the Barris cars. So that's the wonderful thing about Grand National Roadster shows. They get all these cars from many years ago, things we've seen in books and magazines and whatnot. And they get them out here. They've got TV in the back seat. Just incredible stuff. I should mention I did duck into the other building for Suede Palace. There's no bands today, but I think we'll get that one last. It's got the 57 Lincoln pins. Another Paris car. The Suede Palace is probably where I'm most likely to run into people I've known for like 25 years. So I'll be able to gauge my time a little bit better that way. That's why we're doing this one before that one. Plus, obviously, there's a whole lot of amazing in here. We'll take our time on some of these. A 1940 Ford Coupe. Folks, this is why you come to the Grand National Roadster Show right here. Fireball 500. This is used in various movies back in the 1960s. Like Frankie Avalon drive this in the, I believe it was Frankie Avalon. If I'm wrong, someone will correct me. Only 4. Oh, this is the 67X Custom, the Tornado. Got the wraparound rear seat. They could have a conference in there. You can play cards. Cruising in the Tornado. One they just recently unearthed that like Foose did, I believe this is it. Here. Here go the candy wagon. Barris, we got Barris. Here we go, the Hirohata Merc. Of course, purchased by Galpin Motors a couple of years ago. At auction, they shipped it to Florida, and it went for, I think, $2 million. When Galpin got it, brought it back to California. In fact, it was at the auction, and then a week later, it was back out here on display at Grand National Roadster Show after Galpin purchased it. Pretty phenomenal. We're going to try to get the shots we can. This is the 100th Centennial celebration for George Barris. I used to see him at shows, and so occasionally at Bob's Big Boy on Friday night on Toluca Lake. Golden Sahara. Of course, we last saw this at SEMA.
Oh yeah, they did.
Get the shots I can.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I got the best shot of the back of the car I can under the circumstances. Got the Batmobile. Of course, which was originally built. The original one was built on the Lincoln Futura concept car in the 1950s.
One of his guys working with him was standing with his feet in the water.
For the Batmobile. Custom 1946 Ford known as Grease Lightning. It's from the movie Grease. Got a big block. There you go, John Travolta. You know you've seen that movie a million times because I know I have.
I got to see that.
The Kelsey Hayes wires on that one. Grease Lightning. But the Elvira Thunderbird from the movie she did. Then I know she kept the car. The Thunderbird.
this is Elvira.
The Mistress of the Dark. I I remember watching when she used to present the old sci-fi movies on Channel 9 when I was much younger. There we go, we got the Little Red Wrecker. This is Red Fox's, the car bearer stood for Red Fox. With a Hemi. I believe this one, a lot of these reside at the Galpin collection. Of course, we did the Galpin car show. We did that last couple of years. We got the Munsters coach from the television show The Munsters.
Never use that. So.
Me too.
So the Dragula car is one that Grandpa drag raced on the show. It's been autographed by several of the cast members of the show. Alright, so I think this is going to wind up being the longest video I've ever shot here because I just had to change my card since I filled up one card. This is the first winner of the America's Most Beautiful Roadster Award. And we're going to go by the decades because they go through by the decades here. 1950, America's Most Beautiful Roadster. This is the 51 winner. Flathead. You can understand why people literally come from all over the world for this show every single year. So this is the 1952 winner of the America's Most Beautiful Roadster Award. The Hop-Up magazine on the seat there. This is the 53 America's Most Beautiful Roadster.
I've got a 32 fresh, but I've got everything together.
This one is the 55. I think they skipped 54. It's absolutely amazing that these have survived. Some are original condition, some have been restored over the years, but it's the 55 winner. Oh, it was a tie that year. That's why there's two of them 55. This was sometime in the 60s, 1968. Most Beautiful Roadster. Current owner of Galpin Motors. So Galpin Motors has a lot of the original hot rods, customs that were built. Got them in their little museum over there. One is from 1964. There's a trophy from 1964. Was the XR6 Barris. Won in 1963. Current owner of the Peterson Museum. From 1961. Another Barris car. Was a winner in 1960. Emperor. Of course, they got the a la carte. Boy, in 1958, 1959. To the cars that won in the 1970s, if you can't tell. This is the Alien, currently owned by the Peterson. Bucket, 71 and 75 winner. Show the body on this one. The 1972 winner.
I saw those names before.
So I guess it's the 78 winner.
Also, I didn't know I was leaving until
It's powered by a Ferrari. We got the gear shift knob and the steering wheel. 1979 America's Most Beautiful Roadster. It's the Deuce Sorry. from 1981. Yeah, we are into the 80s, if you can't tell. This one's the 88 winner, Orange Twist, owned by the Peterson. 87 winner right here. There's actually another one that they, same thing, a Ferrari power and steering wheel and shifter. Now we're getting into like the billet era stuff. Those wheels scream 1980s. That was the 85 winner. The Hot Rod Connection, what it's called. Check the magazine, that's way 80s. What year this one's from. This one's from 1986. All right, I would say this is definitely 80s. Those wheels. This is the 1984 winner. Americas Most Beautiful Roadster. It's called the California Star. And the 83 winner. And they do have the trophy. This was last year's winner of the Slonaker Award, this 59 Impala. This is last year's winner, 2024 of America's Most Beautiful Roadster, this Phaeton. Here's the big trophies, the America's Most Beautiful Roadster Award and the Slonaker Award. Usually they're in the hall with the contenders for America's Most Beautiful Roadster, but we put it in here. We're still in the 80s here, maybe 90s. I know I've seen this one before. This one's owned by the Peterson. It was actually at an estate auction, I don't know, about 15, 20 years ago. And they bought it there. Yeah, it's owned by, it's the Golden Star 189 and 91. It was part of the guy's estate who built it. And they had a bunch of other car stuff, so I went down to the auction. I should mention I just had to change microphones because my microphone was out of battery. So I went to my old microphones, which are now my backup mics. This one won in 1990. It's called Passion. Also owned by the Peterson currently. So if the sound changed a little bit, that's why. The last time I had to go to the extra mic was in at SEMA. And if I get this video up tonight, I will separate the other one out by about 24 hours. This is 92 winter here. So like I said, if I get this one up tonight, which it might happen, if not, it'll be up in the first thing in the morning if it goes too late, or if I get flagged for copyright, because I did have some music early on in the video in the background that I tried to work around. 1993 winter, blue steel. Slowly getting through the past winners. But they have an autograph session as well. You don't bother those guys. But 2000 America's Most Beautiful Roadster 0032. Currently owned by the Peterson. It was the 2001 winner Impact. How many different ones I went to since it moved to Pomona. I know it's quite a few even before I started filming. Obviously I've filmed every single one since 2000. This is the 2012 winner. And the, let's see, 2011 winner. What was the 2010 winner? Currently owned by the Petersons, called Possessed. And the 2007 winner, also owned by the Petersons, this one's called Radster. I think the Peterson just goes out and gets every single one that ever comes up for sale. Has won the show. So I get better angles on this one so you can get a better look. 2006 winner. Impression.
Jumped in the car, then I was like...
Of course, the 04 winner is denoted on the license plate. I remember this one. We're getting into the 2010s. This is 2013 America's Most Beautiful Roadster. Chevy Phaeton. This one won in 2014. So 11 years ago. 1935 Chevy. Couple different ends of the spectrum there. You got a Packard and a Ford. This one won in 2016. Some of the detail there. one won in 2017. The Mulholland Speedster. I remember this one. Martin Special. One 2018. And the 2020 winner, which was the first year I filmed the Grand National Roadster Show, was 2020. That was the first video that ever blew up on the channel for me. I believe this is some of the Slonaker cars. This one is the 2014 winner. Called Scratch Built Body Black Pearl. Yeah, 57 Nomad. This one won in 2017. It's called the Showmad. Look, they kind of deleted the side trim like a 55 Nomad. Got like a 58 Ford hood scoop on it. More winners. The one in 2018.
Yeah, that little, just that little.
Yeah, so I shot the 2020 show, and then everything shut down like a month later. And I think that's what really helped the videos. A lot of people were sitting at home watching car show videos. Honestly, if it hadn't been for that video, I might not still be doing this. I hate to say it. 2020 Al Slonaker Award. There you go, from 2020. 36 Willies.
My son watches you like every time.
Oh, thanks. I've run to a lot of viewers here too, I should mention. There you go. I remember this one. Another winner of the Slonaker Award. One car we've seen at other shows as well. Bring it to you again. I don't recommend going back and watching my 2020 video. It's terrible. I will say that. This is the 2022 Slonaker Award. We'll come over here. Yeah, I can't even watch some of my older videos. I'm like flinging the camera around like crazy. Chevy Roadster 22, 34 Chevy Roadster, so one in 22. There are more of the winners. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, or I'm going to say over 2.5 hours long at this point. I still have one haul I haven't done, and if it doesn't process on my computer, I'm going to have to do it on my phone. This makes it a little more interesting. 2011 Slonaker Award winner. There you go, we'll just go on here. And the 39 Woody. So one in 2009. It was the year my daughter was born. I used to come out here, like I said, before I started filming, and I always run into people I knew, which was always kind of nice. reach around the speaker. Okay, there we go. The shot stays clean. So we had to reach around that speaker right there. So I show the speaker after I work around it. 75 Al Slonaker Award. All right. That's like a 61 vet. Should be. Oh, we have a couple more in this building. Then we're going to go over to the. You know what? This is the 2003 winner. 1961 Corvette Roadster. No name on it. I like special name of the car. That was when it was still up in the Bay Area. We got the Marcel Roadster. The Gable 2, John D'Agostino. Of course, we've seen this one at various shows over the years. Now we're in the Suede Palace, and I literally ran into somebody I've known for like 20 years on the way in here, just like I said I would. This is the final haul for the indoor portion of the show. This is where you find a lot of the traditional rods. They're built just the way they were built back in the 50s. This cool gasser, the orange peel. Very nice Willys. There you go, Pasadena Hills. Have a little bit up a hill in Pasadena.
Used to go up. Oh, way up, yeah. So we were looking for that.
I'm all over the flathead. Yeah. El Mollete. 241 Chevy Coupe. The Long Beach Swap Meet people brought this. We'll be at the Long Beach Swap Meet next Sunday on the 9th. Straight out of a barn. Very cool patina.
He's thinking, he said, he told me.
Cool Pontiac. Custom Buick, 1956. Tudor hardtop special. It's Buick powered. A traditional custom 52 Chevy.
Talking to anybody.
And even with pass, you can get a speed line now for like $30 extra.
But you have to sign up for this one and wait for that one to done. Then you do another one.
And Mercury. It's always difficult to film because they got them in the middle there. Try to get the shots we can. The cars that are parked on the middle where there's no walkthrough. Olds. '60 Pontiac wagon. '55 Gasser.
Shoot to a tri-fi, to a 16.
I did like this row and no charge. I went this year. Yeah, how was it? Awesome.
That's Ford F100 customized.
I'd say if you blindfold,
Okay, maybe a little further from the music now. A 40 coupe.
Yeah.
445.
Yeah.
We'll do some soon together.
Yeah.
1915 Model T. The flathead. For Chevy Custom. Full pickup. '64 El Camino.
Yeah, she's finishing up the
So she's pinstriping the truck inside.
mile an hour. We got my
All right, that's going to wrap things up for Grand National Roadster Show Day 1 from Fairplex in Pomona. Tomorrow we are back for the Granddaddy Drive-In, which is the outdoor portion of the show. Yes, another long video. And it's coming to you. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments about some of these cars because there's some amazing stuff here. Tell some friends about the channel. Check that tentative list. Let you know what I'm planning on hitting in the near future. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.